Welcome everyone to the Wellness Task Force Lyceum Healthy Cooking Demo. This is the first one that we've done through Aramark. My name is Jeff Brown. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the executive chef here, also over catering, and I'm also the assistant food service director. I'm always on campus, so if you ever have any questions or concerns, just let me know, okay? We're just going to talk a little bit about some healthy food options for you guys. I know a lot of you live in an apartment setting where you might have a stove, an oven. Some of you may not, but those people come to the cafeteria. So we're going to do a couple of different recipes today, very simple things. We're going to talk a little bit about superfoods first. If you'd like, we can pass out a little list. We're going to talk about some of the foods that are considered superfoods that should be part of your everyday diet. The first one is Greek yogurt. How many of you eat Greek yogurt on a regular basis? Okay. Does everybody know what the difference is between regular yogurt and Greek yogurt? I'm sorry? How it's strained. Very good. Okay. Greek yogurt is strained more than regular yogurt. So by straining, they put it through filters where all of the milk liquids come out of it, and the solids and the proteins stay in it. So that's why it's thicker and has a heartier texture to it. More of the liquid is out of it. So because it's got lots of extra protein in it compared to regular yogurt, so it's even better for you. You have to be careful though. There's non-fat and there's full fat. The full fat's obviously more delicious. But it's a great thing to substitute for sour cream. It goes great on a baked potato. A little fat-free yogurt on there is delicious. We are actually going to make a recipe with that later tonight. We're going to use some Greek yogurt and make a sauce that can be used for several different things. The next one, number 2. Who knows how to pronounce that? Quinoa. Many people call it quinoa. They even call it that on the commercial where he's cooking something on the grill and he said it tastes like a loofah. Well, it's quinoa, and it's actually a seed. It's full of great nutrition. It's not all that common. We don't see it that often. We do serve it here several times on the menu cycle, but definitely try that out. It's delicious. Blueberries, everybody knows those. Kale. This is like an up-and-coming green. It's something that used to be decorations on salad bars, and that was about it. But now people have seen the benefits of the nutritional value in it, and it's a great thing. We use it quite frequently here, so definitely enjoy that. Lots of fiber and calcium. Chia, and yes, it is the chia pet seeds. Very good in smoothies. A lot of people put it in smoothies and blend it up. It's delicious. Oatmeal. We serve oatmeal every morning. A lot of the athletes will eat that. Great fiber, antioxidants. Green tea, broccoli. Broccoli is probably the most popular vegetable we serve here. We serve tons of it. And for those of you, the vegetables that we serve here, we never put any butter or anything on them. Typically, like the broccoli and things like that. We don't put anything on them. It's just plain broccoli. Strawberries, you get these on the salad bar most days. Full of vitamin C. Salmon. Unfortunately, I'm not able to serve salmon here because of the cost. It's very, very expensive to serve salmon to 700 people for lunch. So I don't really do it. It is one of the best foods you can eat. It's full of omega-3 fatty acids. It's great for you, great for your heart. Definitely eat that when you're out at a restaurant. Watermelon is great. Spinach. We have spinach on the salad bar frequently. Pistachios. Eggs. Eggs are like considered the perfect food. They used to be considered unhealthy, cholesterol, terrible for your heart. That's completely false and has been proven many times to be false. They are one of the best foods that you can eat. If you think about it, all of the nutrition that a chicken needs to grow is in one egg. And so it's all of the nutrition that that chicken needs. So it's very good for you. It's healthy. The cholesterol, there is cholesterol in it, but it doesn't actually go into your system and raise your cholesterol. Okay? So that's why the mistake happened. Beets, great food for you, vitamins, minerals, antioxidants. Beans, loaded with, a lot of them have very high protein values. They're low fat, high fiber, they're great for you. Pumpkin, apples. Apples are actually good for you. They fill you up because of the fiber in them. So if you eat an apple, it's likely to keep you full longer than some other foods that might be of the same size and weight. Cranberries, we have the dried cranberries on the salad bar all the time. Definitely eat those. Garlic, we use lots and lots of garlic here, delicious. Adds lots of flavor with no calories. Cauliflower, like broccoli. Any questions about these? A lot of great foods here. We serve most of them here, except for a few. So definitely enjoy those. What we're going to do first is I'm going to ask a volunteer to come up and cook some chicken. Well, you're a vegan, so I'm saying it. Who wants to come up and just cook some chicken with me? Oh, somebody.
I'll do it, but
You're perfect then. Come on up.
Yay.
All right, we're going to make something that's called, it's a very loose version of chicken cacciatore. If you want to, Mary, pass out the recipes. Okay. Yes, we're going to put on gloves. All right, I'm actually going to have you cook it. And I'm going to stand here and tell you what to do. All right, we're going to make chicken cacciatore. For those of you, the recipe is being passed out now. It's chicken with onions, peppers, garlic, and tomatoes. Pretty much that's it. Something that is very simple and extremely healthy. There's very low fat. The only fat is going to be from a little bit of oil, and it will be olive oil, because olive oil is not only not bad for you, it is excellent for you. You should be eating olive oil all the time. So we're going to put a little bit of oil in the pan, and literally there's just a few drops there, like a teaspoon or so. Now with tongs, because we don't want to touch chicken, go ahead and put the chicken into there.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them, it's fine. And that's going to take a second to heat up. Now, all of you do have some kind of cooking capabilities in your dorms, right? Who does not? You don't have any? You live where? Okay.
I mean, all we have is a grill, so if I want to boil some rice, I guess I could take a pot out there and do it.
How about a microwave? They sell microwavable rice. It's delicious. Now, we do use lots of brown rice here. Brown rice is a lot better for you than regular white rice. It's considered a whole grain rice. It's got all of the outside husks on it. It's more fiber, better for you. Okay, now, does everybody know about chicken and the safety of chicken? Okay, so chicken undercooked can give you a certain disease. Does everybody know what it is? Salmonella. It's a very, very bad thing. So you have to treat it as if it's poison, okay? So this plate that had the raw chicken on it, this has to go away so that nobody puts anything on it. If you touch raw chicken, you have a good chance of getting salmonella. You don't want it. Does anybody know what temperature chicken is supposed to be cooked to on inside? I'm sorry? 165. And you don't want to cook it to 200 because then it dries out. So you want to get it to 165 and then it's done. You want it nice and juicy and moist. And I know a lot of you don't have thermometers, but any of you that cook frequently, you should get thermometers so that you know not only the temperature of chicken, but some of the other things that you cook all the time. Go ahead and flip that over. Now, we're not trying to cook this entirely through all the way now. We're just trying to brown the outside of it. And as you can see there, it's nice and brown. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. You can take that out and put it on this clean plate. All right, and then you're going to add, what we have here is onions and peppers. You can use any kind of peppers or any kind of onions. Go ahead and put them in. Now these are already cut up, but it only takes a second. I used half a green pepper and half of a yellow onion. So we're just going to cook that for a second and start to get it a little bit soft. It's easy so far, right? Okay, and then we're going to add a little bit of garlic. You can add, throw it all in. Garlic is good for you, full of flavor. Some of the other things that you can do to add flavor without adding calories or fat or anything is lots of spices, herbs, spices. Lots of different ones you can add. Oregano. To this one, you could add red pepper flakes, oregano, thyme, bay leaves, anything that you might have, you can put in there. All right, so we're going to let that cook for a sec. And then we're going to add some either water, you can add water if you want, or chicken broth, either one.
All of it?
Yeah, throw it all in, from most of it. That's good. All right, so that's going to cook for a second. It's going to start to boil. If you have a pan that's not nonstick, a lot of the brown bits of the chicken will stick to the pan. You want to deglaze the pan and get all that good stuff up. That's the deliciousness. Okay, that can of fire roasted tomatoes. These are wonderful things. They peel them by putting them over a grill, and the skin chars and turns black, and then it falls off. So now you have a tomato that's peeled. Okay, so we're just going to let that cook for a second, and then we're going to put in the chicken to let it finish cooking, and that's going to simmer for 10 minutes or so until the chicken is cooked all the way through, and it'll start to pull apart. When you pick it up and pull it, it'll come apart. That's when you know it's done, if you don't have a thermometer. That's it. That's a pretty simple dish, right? It's actually quite good. I'm going to let this simmer. Now, you don't want it to boil. When you boil protein, it it tightens all of the fibers and it becomes tough. So you want to let it just simmer like it is here on the edges, just very low and slow. And we'll cook that for about 10 minutes, but I actually have some of that over here that I'd like everybody to just go on up and try. It's the 2 hot items right there with some brown rice and some chicken cacciatore. So go on up and grab some.
What is Wingate? A thriving university nestled in a quiet community near Charlotte. Named 6th best value in the South by U.S. News & World Report. Leading the way in the health sciences with pharmacy, PA studies, and nursing. What is Wingate? Big enough to offer 22 NCAA sports. Small enough to attract the best and brightest in the world. What is Wingate? Wingate is you. Wingate University. Major in a great life.
How was that? Was it good? So you saw how simple it was, right? It's what, 4 ingredients? And she's never cooked before and she thought it was easy, right? How many of you actually cook? Wow. What's up with that? Who tell me some of the things that you cook. Chicken pot pie? Really? You mean like the frozen ones, or you actually make chicken pot pie? Wow, I'm impressed. All right, well that's great. I'm glad you guys actually enjoy cooking, or hopefully you enjoy doing it and not just do it because you have to. Obviously cooking is a joy for me, so. All right, we're gonna make something else real quick. It's very simple. Even you can make it because you don't need anything to cook with. And you can cook something on the grill to use with it. All right, we're gonna make something called, not Greek, so I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, tzatziki sauce. For those of you who ever have had a gyro, or some of you may know it as a gyro and don't know that it's called a gyro. It's the yogurt sauce that goes on it. It's very simple to make, and there's so many things that you can do with it afterwards. First I'm going to show you how to make it, and then we'll talk about the different uses for it. So it's going to start with Greek yogurt. All right, so this is Dannon. It's the basic one. Now there are several different kinds of Greek yogurt. It's not regulated as far as what is actually considered Greek yogurt and what is not. You have to look at the ingredients and see that it's not thickened with gelatin. Some of them are. Now the vegans in the room, they should know that not all Greek yogurt, well they don't, sorry, the vegetarians, the vegans won't eat yogurt anyway, but the vegetarians can be concerned about different things that could be in there. So we talked about it before, it's just strained more, so more of the liquid comes out, but it's the same yogurt, which is why it's more expensive. So we're going to start with a little bit of this in a bowl. We're going to add about that much. And cucumbers. Okay, we all seen cucumbers. What we're going to do is we're going to peel it just like this. And then we're going to cut it down the middle like that. And then with a spoon right here, we take out the seeds that are inside. They're very tough sometimes. So we take the seeds out, and you get with this, you get a cheese grater, just like this. And you go like that. And if you have a food processor, this makes it really simple. For those of you who have one, those of you who don't, can use one of these. Nothing to cook with. But we get this, okay? And I'm gonna, for time purposes, I'm gonna just do this much. Food processor is much easier. Okay, so you get all this grated stuff. What you want to do is get a clean towel or a paper towel and put that in here. What's in a cucumber? Water, lots and lots of water. So I only have a couple of tablespoons of cucumber here. And look at all the water that comes out. So if you put that in there, you're going to thin out your sauce and there'll be really nothing, it will be too soupy. So you're going to put that in there. For ease and convenience, I'm going to do just this much, but you actually want like equal parts of cucumber and yogurt. You passed out the recipe, right? Okay. So equal parts of cucumber and yogurt. Where is my recipe? Right. Okay. Well, it gets a little bit of lemon juice. I think it's a little teaspoon or so. Just a little splash of lemon juice. Fresh garlic, which we put in there. A good amount of garlic. You can use the dehydrated stuff if you have it in the pantry, that's fine. But we like to use fresh garlic whenever we can. It needs a little salt and some dill. Some of them have mint in them, some have dill. Most of the ones that we have in this country have dill. Fresh is better, but if you have this, it works too. Just a little pinch of dill, and that's it. You stir that up, and you get tzatziki sauce. Okay, now, so you can do many things with this. Now, if you look at the bottom of your recipe, look at the nutritional information for that. That is a lot better on a baked potato than a big glob of sour cream, right? 2 tablespoons. So it's got, I don't have my recipe, yes I do. So it's got 9 calories. It's got 0 calories from fat, 0 fat, about 1 gram of protein, 2 grams of carbohydrates, and a little bit of fiber, not much. But that is pretty healthy. It goes great on grilled chicken. So if you have a grill, take some chicken, grill it, make this in your dorm room, put it on the chicken, it's delicious. You can cut up the chicken, put it inside a whole wheat wrap. Makes a great sauce for that. Goes great on baked potatoes, it goes great on many, many things. So Greek yogurt, superfood, eat some.